Hi, everybody. Um, I'm having some technical difficulties, including the fact that I really just stabbed my thumb, and I don't even have a box of handkerchiefs. So I will be right back. This is bad. I really stabbed it. Good. Oh, shite. Oh, what are you playing with, huh? Keep moving. Come on. My thing is live and I'm not there. Arwen, get out of the way. Silly kitty, move it. Trying to get a Band-Aid open. How old are these Band-Aids that she gave me? They don't want to come out of the wrapper. Okay. Move the pillows over. I'm back. It's still bleeding. I had a technical difficulty trying to set the camera up a different way. And I have this little pin that's for holding wigs onto the heads. And I use that to hold up my camera. But it just went right through what it's usually on and went right into my thumb. So, let's start this again. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Oh, my goodness. Now, okay. Camera's over there. I'm going to have to block this for a second because I need to put the pin in or the camera's going to slide down and fall down. There we go. That's better. Oh, my goodness. Tilt this a little forward. Ah, man, that hurt. That's a big pin, and it just went in quite a bit, and this did not want to stop bleeding. And of course, I'm out of tissues. There's no tissue box here. So, oh darn it, Lorianne is live tonight. I checked her thing, but she doesn't usually do thumbnails, so I wasn't sure if she was going to be here. Thank you. Let me turn the volume off on my, come on, computer. I still don't have the new computer. December just never happened for me to get out to my friend's house. And the parts finally came in, so he didn't have it together yet. Okay, we have to turn the sound all the way down to a 1. We can turn the brightness down a little bit. There we go. Now I can put it so I can actually see my chat better because it's so hard to read on the screen. I have to literally like this. Yeah, I looked earlier tonight and I looked to see if she was going to have a live. Huh? What is this? There's colors now to super chats. What? Go away. How do I make this go away? No, I don't want to start a goal. Go away. There we go. Oh, oh, yeah. I've usually like in the Philadelphia area, the three local news things have kind of divided up the areas they cover for the meteorologists. So 6ABC tends to cover below Philadelphia. They all cover like part of Philadelphia and then either to the east or to the west and a little north or to the south towards all the way down to Wilmington, Delaware. So 6ABC covers like the lower edge of Philadelphia, all down through Delaware County, where I am, and then just over the state line, which I'm near, down to Wilmington, Delaware. And the first meteorologist I remember, he died from a parachuting accident. And it was such a shock because he was a pretty young guy. He was only like in his 40s and really cute. And but he died tragically. And then Dave Roberts came in. Now, Dave Roberts has a son who's an actor, and I don't remember the character's part, but he was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and then got his own TV show. And then he did another TV show, I think, called Bones. But that's the guy's son. Uh, so, but Dave Roberts is now retired, and then they had Cecily Tynan. So yeah, I've kind of like gone through three of them. I've kind of gone through three of them in my area from that one. Okay, yes, YouTube. I know I'm live. And Kara, I got Kara mixed up with Christy. Hi, Nancy Smith. Uh, yeah, his name is David. It's their last name actually starts with a B, but when he became a newscaster, he used the last name Roberts because it's even as a newscaster and a meteorologist, you have to have a union card. And there was somebody with that. Uranus? Is that the last name? I don't remember, but he thought it was at the time when he was coming up through the news media, they thought it was too ethnic. So they wanted something more generic. So he ended up changing his last name for just on screen to Dave Roberts. Oh my goodness. I have made quite the mess. I'm trying to like get to what's behind me and find stuff. And I've also my back's been bothering me. We've been having so much rain and buffering back and forth between the high 50s to freezing, and it's driving all my arthritis points insane. It's making my hands hurt, my back, it's making my knees ache. So I got quite a few small things listed up onto eBay because postcards are easy. Postcards are easy to do. So I got them up, and there's been a lot of puttering and doing laundry and trying to do housework, and then just Mike and I just took New Year's Eve. We were up till like 2 a.m. because we were watching a movie. He'd never seen Monuments Men, so we were watching Monuments Men, and it didn't end till like 1:30. And then yesterday we both just kind of both were dragging a little bit, but basically both decided we are taking the day off. But today has been trying to get caught up and cleaned out the fridge, do all that stuff that I just didn't do in the last 2 days. And it's trash night, so I cleaned out the fridge and all kinds of yard stuff went out front. And hi, Kitschy Corner. Yeah, apparently I sent an email to the wrong one. Oh, Amazon, stop sending me emails. You're sending it to the wrong account. Ah, who'd I get the email from? Okay. So it wasn't Kitschy Corner, it was Kitschy Cat. And I caught an email and I thought it was a different person. I just saw your email like 5 minutes ago and I'm like, oh. Oh my goodness. It just shows you, like, I've been on overdrive like all through Christmas and emails back and forth. I could tell what day school ended because suddenly there were emails from scouts. And there's still some I need to email back, but they're trying to get some of their stuff done from those classes, which is good. But I have been finding stuff, though. I only found him. He cute, but there should be a girl. He had a girl, and now I don't know. She wasn't with him. I'm concerned about that. But I don't know what's behind me. I just started to like trying to find your stuff and pull stuff out. And so now I do have a big box up here for Warren. I have to reweigh that because I added a few things to it. So I have to reweigh that before I send it out tomorrow. But we won't be worrying about that tonight. Tonight we're just going to see what the devil we find. And I found these. I had these listed a long while ago. And they're all from different things. But look, there's little Sylvester. They always call them cake toppers. I mean, they were just PVC vinyl toys. I even got Taz, Cyclone Taz. But I found this whole little bag. I had these listed on eBay a long while ago. And Bugs. So you've got Bugs and Daffy. Wait, this way. But these were the ones that didn't sell. And apparently this guy is from Raggedy Ann and Andy. I don't ever remember a panda with Raggedy Ann and Andy. But I had to go nuts trying to like figure out, and he didn't sell either. I forget which is that Shere Khan or is Shere Khan from Jungle Book the panther? I always forget which one's the panther and which one's the tiger. So I know Tam Tam, Vintage Uprising, Texas. I mean, they had that one storm just flooded the house and then caused a fire. And she lost so much stuff. And she had such a big Raggedy Ann and Andy collection that this one eye just keeps watering. It's getting kind of raw, too, because, you know, tears have salt in them. But if he's from Raggedy Ann and Andy, I might just send it to her. I mean, I remember that's what it said he was from, but I just don't remember there being a panda with Raggedy Ann and Andy. But so I'll have to look up these guys again. Maybe they'd be worth putting back online, but otherwise, might be something to hold on to for sending to the auction house. Now, what's behind me here? Oh, I knew I had orange somewhere. Kind of got squished. Look, that's that used to be round. You kind of got squished. Okay. Well, where can we put you now? Because you can't live behind my chair. Because I can't even move my chair. I can't move it backwards any. Oh, I have the little heater on. So I can't push it too close. There we go. Oh. Oh, don't you slide away. This has to go upstairs. So this doesn't say it's Mary Engelbright, but it looks kind of like her, and the colors are close. So, but I also found this. I don't know how big it is or anything. Oh, there we go. That way. Some Mary Engelbright fabric. So that's going to go with the box I started of stuff upstairs so that we can eventually have a Mary Engelbright sale. My little grabby stick. What are you? Oh, you feel like an empty. Are you an empty? There's nothing in there but bits of foam. Okay, so you're a packing box. You're a packing box that needs to not be right here. Oh. Let's see if this works. No. No, that did not. Get up there. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot. I know what bag those are in. I thought I caught them all. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, this. Yeah, I need to get this onto eBay. It's got some stitching issues because the thread's drying out, but the skin is still good. It's an alligator bag. Why? I don't know. Why anybody would want. I don't know. Who are you made by? Marquise. Marquis? I don't know how you say it. A little metal zipper. The zipper works. The lining inside looks beautiful. It's just the stitching right there is drying out and the threads have popped. But what is it? It's a vicious cycle when your eye waters and then your nose gets runny. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Definitely a problem. And who else here has an eBay store? Did you get an email today about I had a checking account attached to my eBay store for them to take money in and out. So it was a separate account away from everything else because of their new way of doing it. But now they're saying I have to add a credit card to it. I thought I had a credit card on there. Apparently now, no, I didn't. But so of course they've frozen my funds, all $4 of them. How much do alligator purses run for? I mean, should I give it to them or should I just send it to? Oh, that one. Oh, no. Ew. Somebody has a purse. They got $179 for it, and the purse has a baby alligator actually on the purse. Ew. Just no. No, 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 no. Prices are kind of all over the place. That one looks like this one, but that says escort bag. And it didn't sell. I think I may just give the alligator purse to the auction house. Let them deal with it. Cuz I have an H&M purse too. And eBay wants you to authenticate everything, and I don't know enough about handbags to really do that. So maybe that'd be the best thing to do. That bag is toast. All right. I think that might be, carefully sit you there. I think that might be the best thing to do is send that to the auction house. Because we're in January now. So now they want to see pictures. And missing, well, a lot of people don't want to do jury duty. I have to put some chapstick stuff. This is it's like, it goes on like a gloss. V Cosmetics. It was something I had from when I used to get one of those because I don't use makeup that often. And then somebody had given me 3 months of, is it called Ipsy? Ipsy. So then I paid and got like 6 months more. So I got enough new cosmetics that I was able to throw out all the old stuff I had. And I still have stuff I haven't opened. So this was a new one to me. But it dries on your lips, not like typical makeup does, not like typical lipstick. So then my lips, though, get really dry. So I end up putting like a chapstick or a lip balm over it. So, come on. I can't feel anything. Jury duty, I always got taught that, you have to do it. Because, we're supposed to be allowed a jury of our peers. And you can't have that if people aren't willing to be that jury. And I get it. I definitely get that. Oh dear. Okay, so this is a box of little containers. Little boxes, little bags. I think I'm going to have to turn this little space heater off so I can sit that there. Because I can't see what's behind me. Okay, that's the little bubble wrap. Sit you next to the big bubble wrap. This is a big bag of envelopes, padded envelopes, different sizes. Back, another envelope. Another envelope. Thought that had a tear on it. It didn't. Some wrapping paper. Oh, stay, you evil little bugger. All right. More boxes. Another padded envelope. Giant padded envelope. And I'm gonna need that for the tree topper. Keep it safe. Now. I'm doing this and I don't know where I think I'm going. How about in the hallway? That'll work for now. That will work for now. Let's see what we can find. Another piece of wrapping paper to wrap things in. Okay. Let's see what you are. This is the box of Christmas stuff that the cat's knocked over. I never had a chance to do much about. There's all these little tart pans. There are original boxes in there. Oh, there's where one of the pins went. It's in there. So I will have to carefully sort out all this. Thrifting without listing is just hoarding. I need to keep that around where I can see it. Oh my. Yeah, so there was some. Oh, that's an envelope that's trash. Aha! I've been looking for you. You go to somebody. And I've been looking and looking, and here it's hiding in here. So we're going to fit that over there. I don't think that one sold. So. Mail from, I don't need that mail anymore. What else is hiding in here? More wrapping paper to wrap things. What is this? Oh, a little teeny mouse. Okay, so I know. Oh wow. Back when I had really like cheesy numbers, not even on cardstock. Okay, so this bit of wrapping paper can stay. So I can wrap your stuff. Because it's more fun that way. Yeah, see, like all these fell out loose. And there's 2 boxes of those. Pioneer Museum, Wyoming. I know what they came from, and that's upstairs. Is that the only one? Yes, it is. That'd be the only one. What's this? Huh, Wells Fargo. That account's long gone. All right, so we're going to carefully take this out of here. Because this needs work that I can't do right now. Oh. Left or right? What direction am I going to go? No, that's not going to fit. There we go. Oh, Foo, come back here, you. There. The big orange blob fell over on me. Hello? What do we got back here? Oh, more packing stuff. Let's fit you up with Lauren's bag. Ah. Golden Harvest Fairy Doll, Paradise Galleries. I believe we sold that. That box isn't worth using again. Okay. Let's pull this around here and see what's in it. Oof. That's more packing bags. I need to sit because my hip is just driving me nuts today. Ugh. Oh, wait. What did I just do with it? Might as well put this bag to good use and just chuck them in there. So, I don't know what's in this. Oh dear. Okay. So it's somebody's yarn bag. Kentucky yarn. It doesn't break. Crochet weave. Brilliant luster. What's it made out of? There's a thread there. Washable, won't shrink. Yeah, okay. But what are you made out of? A visco staple rayon. Is Visco or Vasco the paint company and dye company that used to be in Marcus Hook? I think that was Vasco Paints. Okay, so that's good. So we got that one. Heavy rug yarn. I see lots of loose ends and lots of threads from crochet thread. There are balls of crochet thread in here that apparently have bounced around and of course are loose bits. I'm not liking that I'm seeing all these ends. Why am I seeing so many ends? They look like they've been cut. Yeah, they've been cut and then stuffed back in here. Were they making something? Yeah, because none of it's breaking. If it were dry rot, the whole thing would be shot. So, who's come in? Hi, proud American. Linda's here. Ugh. You guys sneaking in while I was trying to do stuff. Hi, Marcy. Bonnie's here. Yep. They're going to make the best of 2025. Yoga and then bar. I don't know about that. 50% rayon, 50% cotton. Though this is rug yarn, it's really thick. That might be good for doing crafty stuff like making pom-poms. Would make some really nice thick ones. Okay, now, what else have we got in here? I'm betting this is dry rotted. Oh, yeah. Well, not as badly as I thought. I mean, that part's, some of it's are, what is going on here? No, that's just pulling it loose. Okay, so I've got a pastel rainbow one. Namaste has a whole new meaning now. Now this is, oh, surprisingly, this one doesn't want to break either. Mercerized crochet thread. And it is yellow and yellow. It's, what's weird is it feels like it's really stiff. Like this feels like thread should feel like. This feels like a glued together ball. What's wrong with this? Why are you so stiff? Oh, that's not good. Oh, yeah. Something happened to this one. It's really like breaking all apart. And it's really like this part almost feels like it got glued. Okay, so with this one shot, this one is just no way. This one's going bye-bye. The only thing this one would be good for is like decorative. Because it does have the original old ONT label. I wonder. Oh man, this thing is really on there. Yeah, this thing must have gotten wet or something, because it is just a hot mess. It goes crunch. I've never seen anything do that before. Come here, you. Ah, come on. I just need a little more open, and then I can get that label off of there and put it in an ephemera lot. Yes, I am going to sit here and do that. Foltz Art. Hi. Welcome to the channel. Well, I just can't imagine like being all nice and loose from yoga and relaxed and then go having a few drinks. But then I don't drink beer, so it doesn't take too many drinks. I never liked the taste of beer. But then somebody gave me good scotch. And I went, oh, I hear little feet behind me. And we have a vintage ONT label. Cool. I'm going to put that right there. And this is shot because it's all... Who's behind me? Here, kitty kitty. Come here. Who is it? Hi. Oh, I don't know which one it is, but it's one of the twins. I could tell from how silky soft they feel. Come here. Come here. It's an Arwen. Hi, girl. Hey, baby. What? It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. No, you're gonna run away? All right, go on. What? I know. Mommy picked me up and I don't know like that. There's little white bits of that other cotton like all through this. Oh. Okay, so the blue one's still good. Okay. So, except I think I just put a knot in it. Okay, so our blue one here. Oh, it does have a label inside. Our blue one is Lily's Sky Tone mercerized cotton. Boil proof. Never seen a label that says boil proof before. Okay, so we know that one's good. You feel stiff like the other one. But you don't feel... So it doesn't feel stiff what's underneath. It just feels real stiff on what's on the outside. Yeah, because look at that. It is stiff. I wonder why. I don't know how to crochet, so all these things are absolutely useless to me. I love having crocheted edged hankies but they are absolutely useless to me. Let's see if I can get some of this stiff stuff off and see what the underneath is. Oh yeah, because this stiff stuff breaks. But what's under it is fine. Yeah, whatever is wrong with the outside layer, as I'm getting past it, whatever's underneath is nice and soft. And I wonder if it's just because maybe it got in the sunlight or something. Let's see if I can get past to where there's... Nope, still breaks real easy. The only reason I'm doing this is because I know how crazy expensive this stuff has become. But, oh, look at all the butterflies in the chat. Oh, now I did it. I lost the end. Oh, now it's breaking even worse. Yeah, so whatever's wrong with it. I mean, it feels nicer underneath, but let me see if I can get a hold of a piece. You have one thread. I can't do it with a hand. I stabbed myself before we started with a pin by accident. If I can get one of these inner pieces and see if that... Oh, yep. Broke just as easily. So it's dry rot all the way through. Okay, well then that answers that question. That one's no good either. Come on, get into the bag. Arwen ran away. Now, well, this is another lily. See, this is the tangle that's in here. This is a nice variegated. Let's see if we can get this to wrap around. No, don't undo. I want you to wrap around. Yeah, I've got to really pull that to get it to snap, but so that's Another one's from Lily that says boil proof. Somebody really liked their variegated. God, I really wish I knew how to do stuff with this. My great aunts knew how to do. Ow. They knew how to do tatting, how to make their own lace. But by the time I came along, they were all. These don't want to break without a fight. So there's 3 spools of this one. And then I don't know what. Oh, they're all just through that, huh? On this one, I don't know what this one is. It doesn't have anything on it. Let's try another part of that further down here. There we go. All right, so all this bits of stuff, trash. This needs a bath. Oh, there one ran away. One of the variegated ones just ran away. I mean, this would make a nice knitter's purse, you know, because you got plenty of room to put your yarn and your needles down in it and just carry it and take your project with you. But this thing needs a bath. Let's get the grit out of it. So, there. So, it feels like the handles feel like, I think they're metal. Let me see, what's the other one? And the other one's smooth. They bend, they are metal. So, I can tell from how it feels. There's no holes or anything. Oh wait, there's 2 little holes there. Probably had somebody's knitting needle poke through it. Because this is definitely handmade by somebody. But these are metal, and I'm betting that they were the old metal embroidery hoops. I have some of those, gifted to me by my great aunts. But yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to have to give it a bath, but that's a nice knitter's bag. And then let's get the runaway. Come here, you. Come back here. There we go. So what can I safely put you in? What is all this? I think this is something I did not go through. The rest of this box. Okay, so we're going to find something about this. This'll work. And we're gonna put all these in here. And if anybody get back in there to save space, you got to go back in there. Dang it! I am fumble fingers tonight. Oh. You got a sick little one? Oh no, Bonnie, your little baby sick? Your fur baby? Yeah, we lost Tux. I don't think you've been around to hear about that. Tux was he was such a sweetheart, but Tux was the totally malnutrition tuxedo cat that had showed up. and we were feeding it, and we trying to get forgotten cats to come get him, and they got him fixed, only gave him the rabies shot, but then he got some kind of chest cold, and it killed him. And then Aragorn, who was playing through the window, I'd open up the window that much and they would be playing back and forth. He got it. And he was not happy and didn't understand why he had to be locked away from all the other kitties. But he had to be. Cornish thermo bowl. I've never seen these before. So this is a box that did not get gone through. There's 4 of them. Look. Hi, Lynn. So I hope your baby is in my area. There is something going around, and the cats are all catching it. So hopefully you caught it, because once she's little thing, only weighing 4 pounds. That's like Elrond. He's tiny. He's full grown, but he's still tiny. That's all tissue paper. I need tissue paper. But there is something else, and heavy. That's an egg beater on a cup, isn't it? I have a feeling this was in a sale a long while ago. More tissue paper. I need that. I have the breakable things. I have no idea. Airborne, and it's stapled to this little piece of plastic. 101st Airborne Division. I've got some paperwork of theirs. Okay, so there's a whole pile of these. The purple one. There's an orange one, blue, red. Okay. So they were cushioning that thing. This box, this is my Mad Elf box. And it's gotten a little squished. My Mad Elf has gotten squished being behind my chair. Definitely need a tissue. Tissue paper, stay where I put you. I don't need an avalanche of tissue paper. Stay. I need to hide that from the kitties. A friend got this, God, 2 years ago? More than that. Longer than that. And it's Mad Elf. It's some kind of, it's from Troggs Brewing Company, Hershey, PA. They only make so much of it at Christmas time. And I told her, I said, I really want that box. I really want that box to use as a Christmas decoration. And then I can store Christmas stuff inside of it. But that's not really what happened. Other stuff got inside of it. I'll straighten him out, but the heck? I mean, these are a big size. Where were they? Oh, they've got somebody's name. Remember that name tape that your mother put in all your clothes when you went to camp? Wow. So somebody had their name put on one of them anyway. The others have that? These are like brand new too. They just all cotton. They're big. So far only that one has a name on it. Oh, this one is different. I can't read this. I think that's Chinese or Taiwan. I don't know. I'll have to take this with me to Scouts. Goes this way. But I can't read that. So I'll have to ask Meng if she can read it. We'll find out if it's Chinese. I don't know. Maybe that's a 19. I'm not sure. So that one's different. A pretty red one. 100% cotton. I don't know what. All your underwear is labeled. I remember one of our previous Scoutmasters used to tell the parents of all the first year Scouts, first time they were going to summer camp, to make sure you labeled all their clothes, because usually first years they don't keep that tent tidy, and usually clothes are just strewn all over the place. So this one is from Paris Accessories, all cotton color fast, of imported fabric but made in the USA. That's the nice purple one. Or one of the nice purple ones. Yeah, this purple one's the same thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the same thing, except it's printed in black, so you can hardly see the Paris part. All right, so that's another purpley one, different pattern. This one's a different pattern. I don't know why I'm folding them, because I'm going to throw them in the wash. Which will probably take the sizing out of them. You can still feel the sizing on these. I don't know what I would do with these. Too big for me. Okay, so there's a red one, two blue ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 purple ones, and the purple ones are one. That one's a different design. That one's a different design. That one, that one. So there's one with this border, which is, and then there's one with this thing that looks like a more lacy kind of border. Well, if anybody's interested, they can always email me and we will. Arwen, darling, what are you doing? Creating havoc. Why don't you come into the room from the other end and not here? Because you want to nose around. So let's see what this is. Cornish thermo bowl. I know we had thermal 8-ounce glasses growing up, and I don't know, I guess eventually over time, like the plastic gets brittle and they crack, and or water would get in between the layers. And Gary found some at a yard sale. So we have a few more, but he's always using them. They don't hold as much. We're all used to having bigger glasses than that now. Cornish thermo bowl. Dessert cereal bowl. What are you doing? She's causing trouble. What are you doing? Hey, you can't be trusted. Somebody had just one and they got $18 for it. Wow. Did I spell it wrong? No, I didn't spell it wrong. All right, so that's a sold comp. That was just for the yellow one. And then there's other people that have, oh, somebody thinks they're going to get $45? I don't think so. Because somebody else has all four up for $16.50, but I don't think they know what they've got. They've only got 36 feedback, so. And they are also not listing them as the dessert cereal bowl. Huh. Well, that's something at least. And this, I will have to look. I'm pretty sure I went looking, wondering what was, because it said egg beater and cup on the packing list. Betting that's that. I don't remember who, but I'm betting that was that. Oh my goodness. Oh, Little Tookums. Oh, what a cute name. Let's see, what can I get to now? Sorry you're seeing my backside. Okay, that's more packing things. What's this one? Oh. Ouch. I don't know how long my hip will last tonight. I always have to be so careful when I do twisting around. That's why I'm trying to like go and see stuff all the way. Oh. Checking account things from 2022. Oh, they can be shredded. Get rid of those. Oh, what do we got here? Yes, yes. I've been hunting and hunting, and it's been behind me all this time. This is Miracle on 34th Street, and that had sold, and I couldn't find it and couldn't find it and couldn't find it. And this is my Aunt Joe's scrap bag. We had been talking about the fact that I collect Louisa May Alcott books, and I had just finished reading this one. Now, they all are called Aunt Joe's scrap bag. They all look like that. And this is number 2 called shawl straps. And I think there's 6 total. And I have this one, and I have number 2, and I have, I think, number 4. This, With Love, from Annie Esther, Christmas 1882. Cool. Oh, so cool. And it's still got its tissue. It's still got its little tissue paper piece to protect the plates. But yeah, this was printed in Boston by Roberts Brothers, 1882. So this one is most likely, this may be a first edition. Doesn't say that, but I'd have to double check. But I'm still looking. I'm still looking for the others. But that I know needs to go upstairs back onto its shelf. So that will go up with me. Cub Scout Magic. I know just the kid to give this to. It's in rough shape, but he and his sister will love it. Because she's still a Cub Scout. So I know where that's going. Oh. Have you called to get a firm date for the tree removal? That was a long while ago. There's even a video of that. That giant tree came down. Well, that's a nice note from my sister. Hang on to that. Actually, I'll put that with what's going upstairs. Now, that's cool. But I know, I'm pretty sure, the same person that got the Miracle on 34th Street, it also says doily, and I didn't know. Look, back when I used to do craft shows and jewelry shows, little teeny tinies. Oh, I don't know. I didn't know if this was worth. Does anybody remember when the phone company used to be Ma Bell because it was Bell Telephones? Well, this is a Bell Telephone employee card. How old? I wonder how old. It doesn't have a date. Don't see a date anywhere on it, but that was an employee card. God, by the time I was old enough to remember them, I think they'd already retired from Belltel. So, what? This would be from the 60s, maybe? One of my many little notes when I was first starting out of trying to get stuff done. Photograph similar items at one time. List similar items at one time. Create a template for similar items. Makes sense. Like if you're listing a bunch of linen postcards, you can make a template that's just linen postcards and then just add the pictures and a quick description and condition. If you've done the template that already has the shipping cost and the price and how you want to list it on eBay, that does save you time. Organized shipping supplies. This had to be before I had gotten the third floor completely up and running. Clean items in batches. Keep work area tidy. I struggle with that so much. I struggle with that more now than I ever did before I hurt my spine. Schedule time per day for either listing, shipping, or photos, or cleaning, etc. Still all really good, but that would be all just for eBay. So I wonder how old that note is. Ow! I took an naproxen, and I took a muscle relaxer. That hip is still giving me trouble. Oh, that was a tree trimmer we didn't use. Oh, this is a receipt from when I was out in Chambersburg. I don't think I was able to get a working video from Chambersburg because Black Rose Antiques is a place that Jocelyn from Crazy Lamp Lady, that's a place that she's gone and been at several times. And I don't think work with me, kittens, cats, fairy realms, challenges. Okay, Eye Candy Fun. That's Bedford Street Antiques. That's out that way. Because I know, like, I wanted to film, but I don't think I was able to do it because the music was too loud, and I think I got a copyright ding for the blasted thing. So I don't think I have a video from Chambersburg. But boy, I found an amazing amount of stuff. I apparently spent $56. I still have the Goebel seal, which cost me $11. I love the Goebel wild animals. I have 5 of them. But it's hard to tell what apparently I bought some salt and pepper shakers. Oh, the cows. Yeah, I remember the cows. I sold the cows. I sold the cows. Real, they were a good one. Okay, that's stuff to go. There's a little box in here that I've been tucking away. American Foxhound. I wrote on the bottom on the sticker what breed he was. Because I've done really well on eBay when I would sell dog figurines if I could name the breed. That always helped. Well, thank you all for liking. I greatly appreciate any thumbs up, and I appreciate when it's an active chat because that always is nice. And of course, there's memberships and super chats and buy me a tea and all kinds of fun stuff. And what, pray tell? Oh, it just says postcards. What are these postcards to? Frontier Town in the Adirondacks. I remember being to different frontier towns. There were a couple of those across the U.S. in different places. And they weren't all run by the same people, but they on Church. Oh, York Street. That's the church that he's up in Philly. Old Curiosity Shop told me about. And then I promptly lost the directions. Oh my goodness. Sorry for pay period. Oh, that's from when I worked at the church. Don't need that. Oh, look at these. So I do post crossing, which I've explained before, postcrossing.com. And you can get postcards from all over the world. And some of them I've kept, and some of them I've put in like ephemera packs for those of you. Like this one has got to go into an ephemera pack. Look at those kitties. Oh my goodness. But I'll probably hang on to this one. Oh, this is Tokyo 2020. This was for the Olympics that they had to postpone. Oh, cool. I'll definitely be hanging on to that one, but this one with the kitties is from living near Frankfurt. Okay, so this is from Germany. Yeah, so this postcard's from Germany. This little one. How cool. What else is hiding in here? There's a tiny little box. Dusty box. Oh my goodness. I'll bet these are Hagen Renneker. No wonder you're in a box. I'm afraid to hold it. Okay, because it's got such tiny. Look at this teeny little horse. Now there's glue on the bottom of the feet and you can see the paper. So I bet money this is a Hagen Renneker. Oh, he's so tiny. And I have a little tiny piggy that I'm going to put in here with it because, oh my goodness, you are so tiny. So teeny tiny. Is that everybody? Oh, you go with... He goes with the baby. So I bought these to put on my curio because I like little things for fall, like little squirrels and chipmunks. And down in Arden, they have white squirrels. They are the coolest looking things. But look, that's the big one, and then that's the baby. I knew I had these somewhere. I just did not know where. But I didn't have the big one in with it, guess because of the horse. I don't want to have too much in there with those frail little legs. Okay, well, we're gonna... No, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the baby out of there because I know they're for me. And I'm hanging on to that because that teeny tiny, they are... and the cute emojis. That's right. I have wanted to have a sale that was like all teeny tinies, but I'd have to change the layout of how, like, you guys always see me, but it would have to have the camera straight down to be able to see everything because it's hard to get it to focus sometimes when it's something this small. So I would have to change the layout, and I didn't originally have film. I didn't originally have an arm that you could hook onto the edge of the desk and you could point the camera straight down. I have one now because when Mike and I were at summer camp, we found one at one of the thrift shops we stopped at. What? There's something dark in the bottom of this box underneath the other. Oh! It's another little wooden thing. Oh, he's missing. What the heck? That's not where the eyeball should be. Okay, somebody did a not too bad carving job. That's a snapping turtle. They've got all the little ridges, but there's a problem. So this side has an eye where an eye should be. This side, however, has a hole. Can we see? There it is, like way down here on its neck instead of up here where the eye should be. I think they had a carving issue because that's a fairly big hole in its neck. Maybe it was a spot in the wood, a hollow spot. But that's not a bad carving. And here's what's really cool. They even did the underneath. Now, I love finding little ones like this because I use them as like examples for carving for Boy Scouts. He's nice having that. Even got the shell underneath. It's not perfect, and it's not like even underneath. It's not uniformly flat. one leg's a little longer than the other. Well, all the legs are different sizes, but hey, for an amateur piece, that's not bad. So that's got to go with my little bulldog, my other little critters. Oh, that's another piece. Is an employee of, oh, what? This is from March of 62. So this is weird. This is from 62, but it's a civil defense emergency card. So it's from Bell Telephone Company of Pennsylvania, to certify that this person is an employee of Bell Telephone Company and is authorized to report for duty during periods of civil defense emergencies. A civil defense emergency proceeds as follows. Provide for well-being of family, home, and possessions. Telephone your work location. Go to your work location if unable to reach by telephone. Go to nearest telephone company building if unable to go to work location. If above action is impossible, go to one of the following X locations. And for her, she would have been sent to either Doylestown, Norristown, Pottstown, Wayne, or Westchester. None of those are nearby. Wow. Darn. What did I just do? Did I put it back in here? I don't think I put it back in here. That's a note for a book. I didn't put it back in here. What did I do with it? I had her ID. This should go with the ID. There, we're going to tuck them right back in there so I don't lose that. And we're going to tuck this inside so I don't lose that, because the cat's knocked over the piano-shaped radio that this little bench goes to. The gang of five, somebody knocked it off the bureau, the chest of drawers that's behind me, my desk. And I don't know where. It's not on my desk. I think it either went back or sideways. But I still have oh, more of those. I still have the bench at least. But, oh my goodness. Oh, another one of these. I have a bunch of these. Honestly, they're pretty cool. Like, it's cross-stitched, but then all the flowers are ribbon embroidery, and it's got all the stuff for it. And I've put them up on eBay and Etsy, and I haven't really gotten any takers, but honestly, I think they might be better if I just made the suckers and then sell them. Okay, what's next? I'm trying not to twist too much. Okay. What are you? Oh, hello. Cards. A bunch of Christmas cards. I will have to double check, because boy, did I make a big mistake. Oh, these aren't even used. These are unused cards. I made a mistake when I wrote down when I have sold people generic cards. Hi, Sherry. Because I wrote down X, like it'd say 15 Christmas, and they would be used ones for using for ephemera. And I didn't necessarily, I didn't mark the cards. So I've got like 5 packs of cards that there's like 15, or I think one of them had 18, but most of them are packs of 15, but I don't know what went to who. So I have to go back and rewatch the sale, because when I write the packing list, I have written down the date of every item, what sale it was from. And so I have to go back and watch, because I don't know. I really don't know. What on earth? Hey, there's Lorianne. How'd your sale go, hon? I was watching it. I looked to see if there was a thumbnail up if you were going to go live, because I probably would have waited and started at 11. But this is from a friend of mine. So, Wyatt Doyle owns New Texture Publishing, and they have been reprinting a lot of books that have the old men's adventure short stories. And this one is one of his newer ones, Atomic Werewolves and Man-Eating Plants. So these are all the goofy ones that were more way out there. So it was like the back says ghosts, vampires, giant lizards, man-eating trees, the undead, rats, cannibals, killer robots, werewolves, mad scientists, aliens, devil worshippers, homicidal maniacs, and tarantula women. I don't think I want to know what that last one is. But the wild part is that not only have they gotten permission to reprint these, but they often have gotten permission to show the original artwork for the story if the story, like this, was the cover for Peril magazine. And so they've gotten permission to to copy the artwork as well. Let's see, where's another one that I can actually show you? Like Adventure magazine, guys riding a shark. Seriously? Well, Lorianne, you had a sale, so I'll have something to watch tomorrow. This one is the War in Space, but the magazine's called Real War. And then the other one is a magazine cover for Weird. I think she might be well, I'm not sure. The face doesn't look right. There is one woman who they used a lot for artwork, and they actually printed, there's one for Weird Tales. But they actually printed a retrospective of all the stuff that she was the model for. All this fantastic illustration art. So, hey! I thought you'd like the little squishy. Because, that way, if you got to do stuff, if your shoulder hurts too much, you just squish the little sucker. But New Texture they've got other stuff that they've printed, but I just got a kick out of, I got their very first one right after they printed it, called Weasels Ripped My Flesh. And there is a Zappa song, a Frank Zappa song, that apparently they know Zappa's son, and he said that his dad took that name, Weasels Ripped My Flesh, from a men's adventure story. So they used that as the title for the first book, the first anthology they did of the men's adventure stories. Some of them are really good. Most of them are really campy and over the top, way over the top. I've only ever found one that was made me a little squeamish, because there's one, and I don't think it's in Weasels Rip My Flesh. I think it's in one of the other anthologies. And there's some scenes with piranha and what they do that were the writer was just a little too graphic. Most of them aren't that bad, but they are, and they're all usually really pretty short, some of them. So I just thought it was great, and he sent me this one. Did he sign this one? Oh, advanced unproofed copy. He sent me one of them once, and he signed it. But Wyatt and I were in Young People's Theater Workshop together as kids, and they also did stuff. at Upper Darby Summer Stage, which is where the comedian Tina Fey did stuff in high school. And she went to high school with the Doyle brothers. So she went to school with Jonathan, the older brothers, but she knew Jonathan and Wyatt and knew their parents. And but the other man who puts this all together is a guy named Robert Days, who also writes and puts together books. And but they're Robert Dice writes menspulpmag.com. That's his site. But New Texture is the publishing company that Wyatt runs. And they've got all kinds of stuff. They've got some photograph anthologies. I love his Halloween one that Wyatt did. And they've got Black Cracker cracked me up. That's kind of an autobiography of someone that it was a really funny kind of book. That one was amusing in a lot of ways. The Last Dragon. Oh, geez. I haven't seen that in so long. I remember that movie. I do remember that movie. Now, I know this sold. Been looking for that. But come on here. I don't remember if this did or not, but I'll have to look it up. Where can I sit you that you're safe? Where these idiot children of mine are not going to knock it over. I can sit you right there. Come on. Sit. There. There. My pillows are moving again. They keep sliding. So what do we got here? Oh, I wondered where this went. This is to see if it's metal or aluminum. A nice long handle. Definitely metal. I don't know where my brother ever found it, but it's great. There have been a couple times where I have picked up metal from doing a house clean out and I couldn't tell whether it was aluminum or not. And having a magnet with you, it's very handy. Okay, let's see. Oh, more bubble wrap. Hey, stop that. Stuff's attacking. Oh, good. Another little box like this. I can use that. Because we know these belong to someone. So I can sit them in there. Ugh. Ah. Oh, yeah. I don't think I did anything with these yet. So I have not decided if any of this will be for sale or not. Let me show you some of what my great-grandmother, she would do it in pencil. See, this one was never finished. This is all in pencil. And then she was doing all the tatting to make the lace design. Isn't that fabulous? Like all this, there's a bunch of this, but all this little tiny trim, this was all handmade by her. And I just haven't made up my mind yet what to do with it. There's another one in a little bag. Yeah, see, this is another one. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful work? They were just all little bits that were left over from something. And I just found them in a bag when we were cleaning out the house back in 1984. And I think I had emptied a box and found this bag in it. That's not a bad idea to frame them because they're beautiful examples of incredible handcraft that is so rarely found anybody that knows how to do that anymore. So it really would be kind of cool to frame them. That's not a bad idea. Huh. I might just do that. Okay. Okay, I know what this one is. This one is not mine. That's one of the boxes that needs to go to Fiona. Get that to Singapore. I have found that Sherry, you're here. Have they settled the, what are you? Have they settled the strike, the postal strike yet for Canada? Because they won't let us send anything to Canada yet. Isn't that cute? It's a bank. And then there's a little way to open it, little metal way to open it underneath. Coins, and it says Postal Bank. They weren't this shade of green, but a long time ago, I remember there being a darker green mailbox, and sometimes they would be next to the blue mailbox. And the dark green ones would have mail in it that the postman needed to deliver. And they would be every so often along the route. Now that's all in the trucks. Well, that's going to end up being in a sale soon. Oh, these should be with my vintage Christmas stuff. Look it, they're all little snowmen. Little tiny snowman heads on pipe cleaners. Little vintage ones. From Linda Schreier to me. Thank you. I don't think I've seen her in a live in ages. That's something else that's going to have to go upstairs to my room. So we're going to sit you right there. And I will make sure that gets properly packed away where it should be. What are you? Oh, what a cover. I haven't read this one yet. I like Nathaniel Hawthorne. Marble Fawn. Look at that Art Nouveau kind of cover. Or arts and crafts. I don't see any little initials hiding in the pattern anywhere. Sometimes the artist would leave little initials like in the bottom corner. Oh, I have so much stuff on my to-do list. So much stuff. My to-do list includes the entire house. All right. We are getting down there. I'm almost there. I can almost see floor. Oh, I wondered where that went. Laundry. Oh, you're kidding. Another one? Okay, it's a 3-hole punch. The reason I am laughing is because, and my pillows just fell out. This house likes to eat 3-hole punches. So much so that over the last 5 years, I think we've bought 7 of them. And I found one that somehow I was trying to find one of my summer sneakers because I have really thick wool socks on right now. And if I wear them with my regular sneakers, they're too tight. It just makes the sneakers way too tight. So I have these flimsy little summer sneakers that are basically nothing more than a sole and some canvas. And those, the lacings open up enough that you can have really thick wool socks on. And and I found one of these under the end of my bed. Okay, so that explains where one went. But then this one. Now I have 2. Mike has one in his room. That's 3. We're still probably missing 3 more. I'm gonna love telling him I found that. Okay. If I touch anything further that way, there will be an avalanche. What is... Oh, okay. These, they're going to need an ironing before I take pictures. These were meant to go onto eBay because they're old silk pillow covers. Or satin. This one's satin. This one's for Playground of America. It must be Atlantic City. Oh, look, it's got the elephant. The elephant's in what? Margate? Oh, are the cats taking them? None of my cats have that extra toe, so no, I don't think so. I am surprised that I'm not mobbed by kitties. Why am I not mobbed? I mean, Arwen's the only one that's shown up. And usually, I guess because upstairs is warmer. They don't like it. The house is set at 58. They aren't liking it. Not at all. But, I have not pulled in enough yet to I was supposed to have a helping job, and then for the holidays it was supposed to be between Christmas and New Year's, and that would have brought in $200, which would have gone right for heating oil. We've also just had to put a new tire on the car, which took some of the money for the heating oil. because tire flattened out. And yeah. So that's another reason why I was listing stuff. But I'll get there. It's helpful that tonight I found stuff. Oh, this one's Havana. She's been bouncing all over the place. What is she's on the TV? Okay. I have not seen anybody else, which is unusual. Usually, her and Elrond are always down here, and then eventually Aragorn. Yeah, so she's made an appearance down here. This one's Havana. I mean, these are actually not in bad shape. The color's all still really good. Now, I question the age of this one. So, here's why. So, this is the Atlantic City one, right? When you look at the back, you see a nice straight stitch. That's what that little red stitch is. That's a sewing machine. This one that says Cuba, I question how old this one is because that kind of stitching is from a serger. Because it stitches, it over stitches and does it on both sides. So that's from a serger. So that's definitely newer. That is not. Oh, maybe it's a reproduction one? I remember getting these from an estate sale. And they knew some of them were I think this one's older too. It's got the right kind of stitching, but it's also got the older ones, this fringe is more like what the older ones are. Whereas if you look at these two, that fringe is exactly the same. This one, this is also cotton and silk. So this one is probably an older one. This one is, it's New York. New York. When I list these, I'll have to make note of that I have questions about the age of two of them because that stitching isn't right and that fringe isn't quite right either. This is more like the older ones. The reason I know is because my parents had a few of these. And the older ones, the fringe is always like this really thin stuff. It's not really thick. There any more? I thought there were a few more. I think I'm missing two. Yep, here's two. My nose itches. So, what do we got? Straight stitching. What's the stitching on this one? Well, this one is overcast stitching. That's more like the older. Yeah, modern ones are closer together too. This one is mother and dad. Oh, for the Navy. They feel different too. They definitely feel different. Like this feels like taffeta. And this one's, the fabric's not as thick. It's a lot thinner. Both the front and the back. So I think this one is an authentic one. And I'm thinking these others are repros. What's this one? Souvenir of San Francisco. Your fringe has seen better days, but it's definitely more like the fringe for the old ones. It's got an old tab in there, number 37. Well, the stitching's right. The fringe is right. And the material, and see, the material's thin. It's not like those other two. While it might be some of the same color. Okay, so here's another way you could tell is if you look at these colors and they look almost like watercolor and the yellow isn't like super, super vibrant, and then look at it compared to this one. Look at how bright these colors are. And you can see the difference in shine between this one and this one. Because the older ones are like a really thin taffeta, and this is like a more like a satin. So those I'm pretty sure are repros. And these two are original. Are there any others hiding under there? Nope. I think that's all of them. Should be all of them. Jaeger baby wool. Made in England. Honestly, I never know what's going to pop out of here. Oh, I do know these. I don't remember if this is in my Etsy store or not, if I need to restock it. They're called Baby Steps. Now, this one is, oh, I'm kicking up dust. It's going to make me sneeze. Still haven't gotten any allergy medicine. So, this is a bag for the bottle. It's supposed to, like, help keep, and it's quilted. You're supposed to make it, it's, got the quilted bag and everything. So all you have to do is stitch the image on there. And then this little pillow is to hang on the baby's door. And so one side has the bear sleeping and the other side, I think, has the bear awake. But they made a whole range. They made a whole range of stuff. And I had gotten this one and I had gotten the diaper stacker. I might still have some of this. So it's made so you could stack the diapers in it and then hang it on it because it has a hanger in the top. So that way you could hang it on the wall right next to the changing table. But they have everything in there to make it. They've got all the quilted bags and the little stuff for the pillow. That's all right there. And I know I had them on. Oh, you're interested in Cuba? Okay. Cuba is other Atlantic City, Cuba. I have no idea what to price these, but we'll figure something out. Especially as I'm really sure these are repro. La la la, come on, wait a minute, let's look for rim. $44. Oh, but that's a real one. That's an old one too. That's got Pearl Harbor on it. No wonder that's $44. None of the others are like that. Okay, well, The repro ones are not that high, so tell you what, since you're a viewer, I'm really sure that's a repro. So $6, darling, and it's yours. So I gotta unbury it. Come on. Come here, little packing list. Come here. Come here. I need the other part. I know some of the books people wanted are still in the dining room, and then the dining room got blocked off away. So I have a whole list of what books I was looking for. And I found some of them today. I found 88 Bright Ideas, which has to go to Happy Days, if she still wants it. Nettie wanted Touch Not the Cat. And I found the Naughty book for Janine Anderson, and I don't know. I have to email her. And Patsy M, I found the Lipizan Stallion book, but Marilyn, you had wanted a Calumet cookbook. I still haven't found it. I was like, darn it, where did it go? $6? All right, let me find you. There you go. Pen. Today is the second. 1/2/25. Pillow is spelled with 2 L's, Nancy. $6. All right. So I hate to say this, darling, but your pictures have hidden on me. Had them, thought I had them. I thought I had them sitting right over there, and they're not. I swear they ran away. I swear that ran away. All right, so I'm going to sit this because that stuff to get packed, and one person is not. One person's just not. Okay. I think we did pretty well. I can just about see floor. Ah, there it is. That's the other baby steps. That's the other one I have. Where did I put the first? Oh, I saw the first one right there. So there, I can sit them together. And I need to take a break for a second. That pinched nerve is still on this right-hand side. So twisting that way is just a real challenge. And there's not enough space yet for me to actually just take the chair and move it. And then so that we could get a better view for a work with me going backwards into here. But we found some stuff that's new. We found some stuff that's got to be packed up, which is great. I'm just so annoyed at myself because I'm like, I had them in my hand, was just waiting for the email back. And I'll tell you, wherever they went, I will tell you that the little coffee grinder for Bonnie is with them, because that's not here either. I don't know what I did. Oh, man. Oh, but yeah, my back needs to stay straight for a second. I made a point of taking the naproxen with dinner, and then About 45 minutes before the sale, I took a muscle relaxer. But all the twisting is starting to, even with the medication in me, twisting to the right, my back's beginning to go, hey, what you doing? Still have that one pinched nerve. So when I turn, I'm trying to like get my lower half of my body turned as well. But it's the bending over. The bending is a challenge. A definite challenge. Stay there, will you? I want to get to you. Are you empty or are you full? Because oh, hello. Oh, aren't you darling? Oh, I know just the ring I should be keeping in here. My non-engagement ring. So it's a little heart box. It's a ring box. Isn't that so cute? I should be keeping my emerald ring in there. The engagement ring was supposed to be a claddagh ring. Oh, hello. What are you? Ladies ring 5. Oh, this is when I was trying to sell off some of the vintage stuff. This didn't have any markings, if I remember right. I don't think those are diamonds, but I really should get this checked. Little tiny. I mean, it's too small for that, but it's too big for a pinky ring. I should get that one checked, but it doesn't have any markings on it inside, which I would think if it were a good ring, it would have something. There's some odd little bits hiding in here. Who remembers sweater clips? It's got both its little clasps. Sweater guard. Oh, well, that label that has a T on it. That one has a T. There was a point where I had stuff from several people and had been able to go and do I know why these are in here because I would probably wear these. So screwbacks. Clips don't always stay on my ears, but screwbacks do. Oh, these are marked. But look at that pretty emerald color. Isn't that gorgeous? I would so wear these. Lou, hello. Well, I'm better from most things. So Lisa from Flippin' Crazy we have wanted to do a jewelry sale together for ages. And I have been trying to find stuff. Oh, you're missing a stone. You're missing a pearl. 2 pearls. And that's some bling. And it doesn't have its pin on the back. Do you have a maker's name? Kramer. Oh, you're a Kramer piece. That's pretty cool, though. What is in here? Oh, hello. More rings. Okay. Wow. There's a stone. Look at the size of that rock. So there's 2. Just silver. I'm not seeing any marks. And then there's this one, which matches them. But again, no marks. Oh, wait, this has a mark. This has a mark. Where are you? No, wait, I think I know where you are. sit you there. We're going to sit you back up there. Let's find out what this one is. It's got a mark. Okay, let's see if we can figure this one out. Dang it. Everything wants to slide on this Band-Aid because I accidentally stabbed my thumb. Oh, you're bugger all to read. Okay. Oh, I know that mark. I can't remember who does it. So it's an arrow. It's the letter U with an arrow. And this is a size 7. I had just looked that up, and I can't remember who now. I did a nice job on the prong settings on whatever this stone is. I'm trying to see if there's any chips to see if it's a piece of glass. It doesn't have the refractory, like a real diamond has like all those reflections of all the colors. And it doesn't have that. There's a bubble. Yeah, so this is a piece of glass, but it's nice. There's no chips to it. I wouldn't have known except that I see a bubble in there. Size 7. Nope. Uncas. There we go. I had just looked that up the other day. So it's an Uncas ring. Size 7. That is very cool. But it was in there with those other 2 round ones, but they don't have a mark on them. And then there's this weird little thing. Somebody made it a pin. That's some kind of crest thing for a uniform. It's got some kind of marking on the piece, but I can't tell what. Oh, it's still in business. Is it? Okay. Malta? Maybe? Can't quite make out that purple mark. So I don't think this back is supposed to be on there. But this is some serious old school embroidery. Some of this is wire, or what they would call gold and silver thread, where it actually literally was coated in gold and silver, because this thing's got some weight to it for something that's embroidered. And when you have stuff like that, you don't ever, ever, ever send it to a dry cleaner. The chemicals will strip the metal right off. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, that's wire. Some of that's wire pieces. Wow. I haven't seen that kind of stuff in decades. There's an embroidery class at St. James's Palace in London, and you can learn how to do some of that really old embroidery because they have an embroidery school there. Honestly, I would love to go. Are you? Customs. Oh, customs paperwork. That's from a while ago. 2020. That's from before I got hurt. Don't need to keep that. So, all right. So we're gonna. The key for this little box is still the inside of it too. Tuck you under there. I feel more yarn. Oh, this is where that baby yarn came out of. There's 3 of them in here. Baby wool, made in England, Jaeger. I'm afraid to pull on it. Okay, at least they're all together in a bag. Oh, a Sotheby's catalog. I'll tell you, this is one of the things I really missed from working at the Delaware Art Museum. Is they would bring these auction catalogs, and they would just, when they were done looking at them, they would sit them out on by the mail room, and anybody who wanted them could take them. And this is probably why they were looking at it. That's a Tiffany lamp. But you learn about some of the high-end stuff and what they are. Now, some of this was more modern. That's a hand, but that's a couch. It's got the provenance listed. Oh no, I take it back. It's a chair. And from 1969, molded polyurethane foam designed for Poltronova. I have no idea who that is. Estimate is $15,000 to $20,000. Wow. For that. So, yeah, you learn some interesting stuff. And you kind of start learning what to look for. Like these salt and pepper shakers. You see the unusual the arc shape? So those are Charles Sheeler from 1935. They're chrome plated, but their estimate is $800 to $1,200. Yeah. You really get to learn. But they did a whole, like, I've never seen, like, 2 of these. These are all 3 Tiffany lamps. I've never, ever seen that kind of lamp listed as a Tiffany lamp. Most of the time, you only see, well, I mean, that salt and pepper shaker set very much looks like some of the Art Deco stuff. But most of the time you see books on Tiffany, all they ever show you is stuff like that. They don't show you some of the other table lamps or reading lamps. And I've seen one of these once in pieces. It was sad. It's called the 18 Light Lily table lamp from about 1910. Estimate starts at $45,000. This one's working and it's got all its parts. I found one once doing a house clean out, and it was busted. Most of the glass was just shattered. A couple of the arms were bent, and I kept saying, "I'm sure this is something." And they made me throw it in the dumpster anyway. I was in college. I didn't really know much, but I knew just looking at it, I was like, this metalwork is old and it's something. And it was a Tiffany. And I sadly found the mark on the bottom. They're still told me, nah, it's junk, just throw it away. I should have argued. Even broken, it would have been something. So I saw I saw the thumbnail and I put it on my to watch list that she's going to start doing live sales again. She's still got so much stuff. So, but you know, she was running on high gear for so long. And then the grandbaby arrived and they still were working on the house. And so it was good that she took a break for a while from doing live sales because she was doing an awful lot for so long. I was afraid she'd go burn herself out. But man, she got left some amazing stuff. I mean, mine is regular people, but her mom was an antiques dealer, so she had a good eye and had some amazing stuff. Oh, the chair is bugly. I think there were a couple people that made some of those chairs because I know I've seen some molded chairs that we've had at the art museum when I worked there. But I still remember there was one, and I always thought it was awesome. There used to be a thrift shop on the way out to my friend's farm, and they had a couch that was a pair of lips. So it was like it just always reminded me for some reason of Rocky Horror and Rolling Stones. But Rolling Stones has the mouth open with the tongue sticking out. But it was a pair of lips, bright red lips, and it was a couch. Last time I went out there, we passed it and like, wasn't that the? It's something different now. It's not a thrift shop. Okay, what have we got? I can see floor. Yay! I can see floor. Oh, hello. I wondered where this went. I need to get this on the eBay. So that's what the outside looks like. This is an abalone shell. Look at all that pretty. I don't know if my camera is doing justice because it looks on my screen up there, it looks like it's all gray. But man, it's all iridescent and shiny, even all the way out on here. I don't know, Lou. The only one that we had a glimpse of was Arwen. And usually I've got 2 or 3 of them usually climbing around me. So I don't know where the devil they are. They weren't in the basement, I know. But the house is kind of cold, so they've been hanging out upstairs in Mike's room a lot because that's the warmest room in the house. What is in the book? In Pursuit of the Unicorn, and it's wrapped in plastic. Is it worth something? I shall have to look that up. By Josephine Bradley. That was in it with the oh my goodness. That'll be a nice thing to get listed on there. Get some high-end things, some more high-end things. I still haven't sold that totem, that hand-carved Alaskan totem pole thing that's about yay high. I did lower the price, but it's still over $100 because that's what they go for. And this one's in excellent shape, so had a lot of watchers. I did put or best offer, but nobody sent me an offer. I'm surprised. I mean, I used to get offers all the time, but nobody's been sending offers for stuff. So, oh, I'm sure she's rocking flea markets. The flea markets in my area, though, I mean, when you consider that I have so many small things that are everyday things, I mean, they don't do one at the Penn State Delco campus anymore. So the only big one we've got is to either do the Upper Darby Flea Market, which is at the high school, or to go do the one at Delaware County Community College. The problem is that each one of them wants like $60 for a spot. When so much of this stuff is $10 or less, you're hard pressed sometimes to make, to make your table. I'd much rather, and Mike's got a bigger car now, so we had thought about it. We haven't talked about it in a while though, of going up to Bardo, PA. There's a big flea market there, but it's a permanent place. So they have wooden tables already built. You can get one of them for $10. You can get a spot. And a lot of this little bitty stuff that has been through, oh, okay. Thank you, Lou. But a lot of this little stuff that you've already seen, or that didn't sell, and that's the kind of stuff that if the table's just $10, I can take it up there and and they get a lot of people. They get a lot of people that buy. The problem with the one at Delaware County Community College is that it's been taken over by a lot of vendors. Not necessarily resellers, but vendors. The ones where they have, a million packs of t-shirts and socks, or they've got all this, they've got multiples of the same item. So they're buying some cheap stuff wholesale from somewhere. Or they are people that are, I know every time I go, there's always these same two college guys, who by now have got to be out of college, but it'll all be toys. It'll nothing but toys. I hear a little girl. Hello. Come on. Come here. Oh, come on. Come say hello. Yeah. Oh, you made an avalanche. Say hi. Mommy, I don't like to be held, cuddled, and petted. Oh, can I ever get any purrs out of you? I swear you never purr. What? What? What's the matter? What? You're a good girl. Oh yeah, Lou, that's a good idea. But she's got things organized now with, hey, where are you going? Don't make another avalanche. What are you doing? Are you trying to find a spot to lay down? Good luck. Oh, she's sure trying. What? What? Now what are you going to do? Oh, now you purr. You won't purr when I hold you. You rarely ever let anybody hold you. The trick to getting her to actually climb on you and she will condescend to let you hold on to her, is if you're sitting somewhere where you're in the sunlight. Then she'll come find you. Where are you going? Oh, no, no, no. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. No, no, no. You're not going to. Now you did it. Oh, oh, baby. You're creating an avalanche. Go that way. Go that way, baby. What are you doing here? You've created a problem. Oh, shit. Ow. Ah. Okay, you little fart. Now you've created a problem. I was trying not to have an avalanche. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, you. She's just sitting over there staring at me now. Oh. I know what this stuff is. This is all stuff I have to get packed up. So, oh. I did not want this stuff in my lap. If I can get that. Sure, most of the stuff in this is probably all trash. It's all paperwork. Old bills with old receipts. So, huh. Well, it's another Whitman book. It says unused 1978. Huh. So it's probably an old coloring book. I got a couple of those. I've been sticking them over here on the table. Oh. What are you? What are you doing? Oh, you're just beat up bits of piano music. Look how old these are, and they're all falling apart. But they're all good for ephemera bits. More than I will ever need, though. More than I will ever need. So if anybody wants about, 10 pages of music for ephemera, for junk journaling or Christmas decorations or anything, let me know. I've got plenty. Yeah, Mom, I'll help you find stuff. Mom, I'll make you twist your back until you want to scream. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wait. But I have 3? I'm confused. I have 2 plates. I have 2 cups. Well, I have 2 saucers, 2 cups. I, I, I found a third one. You see the patterns all on the ins. Where is the camera? There we go. There we go. But why? Okay. So apparently I have a third cup. Do I have a third saucer? I don't know what I have. Huh. Well, that box, everything's wrapped up in. Ow. Okay. Now we got an issue. I can't turn back. Ah. Ooh. Ow. I think we're done for the night. Ow. Yeah, we're done for the night. Mom, I'm gonna help you destroy your back. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yeah, we're done for the night, guys. Oh, Miss Arwen decided to beat up her mother. Oh. if I twist the wrong way and then bend the wrong way, it pinches something on this side where it will send like a ripple effect of little muscle spasms up my back. Like your spine's here. And so right on this side, and your rib cage starts about here, and it just goes right up the rib cage. And it just sets off all these little muscle spasms. At least this time they're not like really bad, but they're happening. It's almost like, if you ever been zapped by something like a low current and you can feel it like go through and like it, but you could feel where it goes through the muscles. And that's what this is like right now. And it probably would be a lot worse if I hadn't taken that muscle relaxer before we started. Ugh. Oh, definitely be sleeping with that heating pad tonight. So, on that happy note, well, we found a lot of stuff, which is great. And we found some stuff that just went right to the trash. So that means it's out of the house. But we also found stuff that I've been searching for so that I could invoice people. So that's good that we found some of that. So I think it was a good night. I think we did well finding things, and some of them you'll see in an upcoming sale. I haven't decided when I'm going to kick in starting sales yet, partly because I had the end of my desk cleared, but now I have it piled up again here with lots of small boxes of things. And yeah, I need to unbury that again so that I have the stuff for the sale in the box right next to me. So we can do that. Boy, I still can't believe that we did a 6-hour sale for that Christmas sale. I'm amazed my voice lasted that whole time. So I'm going to go and I think I'm going to go and I am going to get a cup of tea, and then I'm going to go lay flat on the heating pad. So I all it takes, yeah. How is the shipping going from the past sales? It's getting there, because as I find stuff, then I'm taking pictures of it and I'm emailing people, because some of them I want to make sure they still want it. A couple people have said no. That's fine. I no harm, no foul, because it was my health and my chaos on my end, and then the resulting depression that just made me non-functioning, that really got me behind. And then with the helpers, that some things, like one box we found upstairs under Michael's desk, and that was only last month. I had no idea that box was there. I'd been looking and looking for stuff, and here there's a big box full of stuff. So we're getting there. So yeah, that's the thing, is I don't want to get overwhelmed again. And I do want to clear it all out, because I see the I see him on the 8th. I see the hernia surgeon. I found out what hospital he went to. They do take my insurance where he's at now. So I will be able to go to the one who was supposed to do the surgery at the local hospital that's right near me. And so at some point, I'll have to finally get these hernias taken care of. That's 6 weeks. That's 6 weeks out of commission if I have complications. The last time I had a hernia, I sneezed when I came out of the thing, and I popped all the stitches on one of the hernias underneath the rib cage on this side. Well, that same spot herniated, but then the bigger one is on the right-hand side. So, oh yeah, flea markets, the great about them is it's cash and carry. But I know that I want all of the backlog. I want it all done before they put a knife on me, because I'll be stuck upstairs. I won't be able to lift a thing. Getting in and out of bed. We found the rope that Mike had tied the last time I had to have this surgery years ago. He was still a scout then. And he tied loops and knots every so often so that I could use it to pull myself up to get out of bed. Because just trying to sit up when one of those incisions, they did it laparoscopically, but inside where some of the stitches were was right underneath my rib cage on the left. So every time I sat up and you lean forward, it was pressing right on those stitches that were inside. So that's going to be the same problem when this one happens. Back spasm. Oof. So when this hernia surgery happens, it's going to be the same problem, except that the traction therapy ripped, like, your rib cage in the front comes down like this, and the tears are right underneath on both sides, right underneath that bottom bone of the rib cage in the front. So we know that's going to be an issue. So I'm trying to plan accordingly, and I'll be allowed to, after last time, because of one being there, I was only allowed to get up the first 3 days to go to the bathroom, because they wanted me to stay flat on my back to make sure, because they knew I had sneezed and I'd probably ripped the stitches and ripped it open on that one side. So they wanted me to try to lay flat and not move to make sure that it really had sealed up. I'm not sure it did, but if it did, it ripped open again from the traction therapy. But this time, since it's on both sides, I know that any trying to sit up those first couple of days is just going to be a nightmare. So I'll be flat on my back probably for 3 days just to be safe. And then after that, I know I'll only be able to sit up for a limited amount, and as long as I keep either my back tilted a little bit, because they're so close to the bones that if I lean forward, I'm going to be pressing on the internal stitches. So, right? Well, the thing is that it's a very thin membrane that's in there, and it keeps everything in your abdomen. It keeps everything in place, but it's very thin. And once it rips at one spot, then it's not taut like it should be. So then it wiggles and it gets out of shape. And then so it might tear at another spot, because now it doesn't have the same elasticity in the right way. It's like when you've I love his analogy. The first time I had it, he said no, well, it's the diaphragm muscles in the center. And the last hernia was I had one on the left side, and I had an umbilical hernia, which is at your belly button. So that was an easy fix for those two. But this time, that because they're both up so high, they're abdominal. So it's above the diaphragm, which is like right in the middle, but it's right under the bottom part of the rib cage in the front. And that's from the traction therapy, because they strap the thing around your waist on your hip bones, and then they've got a whole other one that's around you, like almost like a strapping on a parachute in a way, because it crisscrosses your body and goes under your armpits, and so that pulls the top of your body up while the other part is pulling from your hip bones, pulling down, which was a challenge, because trying to pull it down when it's on the fifth lumbar, your waist is here, but the fifth lumbar is like down here. It's like 3 inches below where my waist is. So it was hard. We had to go to the farthest length that they could stretch me to get it to let go of even the one nerve that was doing the most damage. And then it took 2 full years for the damage to the sheath to heal. And I'm lucky that it did heal. But the other side is still where if I move the wrong way, it's still getting hit. It still causes the sheath of the nerve to flare up because it's right against where the two bones meet. So if I move the wrong way, it pinches it. But at least I'm not walking with a walker anymore. I'm not walking with a cane. I can stand up straight. I'm good. Occasionally in pain, but I'm good. You know, I count my blessings where I can find them. One of the things that he said, and it would wait, he told me to wait until after I had the surgery and healed. But the doctor who I see, the spine doctor, he said I should look into getting a corset because he said he's found that the ones that they make for medical are often too restrictive. Like they won't let you bend or move at all. And then he had one of his patients come in, and she had gone and gotten a corset from somebody who makes them and makes them so that they're like clothing, like real pretty and gorgeous looking. And he said you can get removable stays. He even knew what they were called, which surprised me because I didn't expect a man to know that. And so they fit it to where you can have the stays and so that you can actually move. And that keeps your back straight. It helps support it. I fell out of a tree as a kid and landed on my back. I don't remember the landing, but the small of my back went from this curve to this. And so in the very small of my back, some of the muscles atrophied. So I've always had problems with back pain and being able to keep my back straight and my back getting tired because those muscles just stopped growing. They're the same size they were when I was like, when did I fall out of that tree? 10, 11 years old? So, so it's probably a good idea. I have worn a Japanese obi, and let me tell you, those things are fantastic for your posture. And being that they're all fabric, they really are comfortable. You can still bend, you can still move, but they still give you support. The problem is that a proper obi is 18 feet long. That's a lot of material. That's why they have that big thing on their back, on the back side. While it looks pretty, that thing's 18 feet long. I'm not going to be wearing one of those. I'll have to look up Bernadette Banner. I do know there's a place in Wilmington, Delaware. I've seen the advertisements for it where they actually, that's all they do is they custom make, especially for bridal, for you know, for underneath the bride's dress. They custom make corsets and garter belts and pretty bras and but I don't know where it is, but Mom used to have patterns for how to make corsets. So if I could find that, but then I don't have a spot to cut anything out. But the hardest thing is finding the right thing to be used for the stays because I had cracked 5 of my own ribs. So I have spot on the side here where I always have to try on any bra I buy. I have to try it on first because if it hits the wrong spot, when you crack a bone, it may heal, but it never heals right, and it's always got a sore spot. I got 5 of those little buggers. But one of them's like right underneath in the armpit area where the bra hits. So if it hits the wrong way or is too tight at the wrong spot, I can see stars. But all the grandkids knew when I hit a certain height that they couldn't hug me tight and squeeze me because they would be hitting 2 of those old cracked ribs. And but they always leave a tender spot. But apparently, if it's a clean breakthrough, then it heals up fine. Like my finger healed up fine. That was a complete break. There's no pain to that. But boy, there's still, I can tell you where every single one of those 5 cracked ribs is. But so a corset, I'd have to be careful of where that is. So, but that's not a bad idea. I will make note of that. Bernadette Banner. I've got on my regular YouTube channel, well, my regular YouTube account, it's not a channel. I have a couple of them that do period clothing and do sewing. And I know I saved the one girl. She's up in New York. Girl. She is younger than me, but the one young lady, I know I saved her video where she went through how to make a whole corset and how to adjust the stays, and she even says where you can actually get, depending on how accurate to period you want it to be, where you can actually get boning, like real boning, or metal stays, or she prefers she honestly said, she says, I know it's not accurate, but she said, I prefer plastic because it'll bend with you. Intro, making a shoulder harness to fix my posture. Oh, cool. So I'm going to go now, and I will see you guys definitely next Thursday. I want to get back to doing Thursday night lives. We'll just keep it open about a sale for right now, because right now I got to finish up those 3 merit badges with the boys. Scout starts next Wednesday. Well, that's not quite true. Scout starts Saturday, because Saturday is the lock-in. So it's a day trip, and then you spend the night in the building that we meet at. I don't think I'll be spending the night, but I will probably go to the, I think I'm going to have to go to the activity part because somebody wants to have a meeting. I don't usually go to that part. The adults end up just sitting around because it's cool, because it's go-karts and it's a bunch of other things. And I would love to be able to do one of those go-kart things. But I know the boys, and I know my own boy, and they won't let me within 20 feet of those go-karts. I can guarantee it. Especially as, you know, you get banged around a little bit, and they're not going to let me anywhere near those go-karts. So it's going to be no fun. But so I've got those Scout starts this weekend, and then Wednesday night is the first meeting. I've got a doctor's appointment on Monday. I've got the hernia doctor on Wednesday. So I don't think there'll be any other live or a sale on Sunday or anything, because just because of I've got other things kickstarting, and I'm going to keep working on getting you your stuff. So I'm going to go now. It's been almost 3 hours. So I'm glad to see everybody. Thank you all for stopping by. And I hope you enjoyed. I know it's not the best setup to see a work with me for if we're in here, but that's simply because I can't get the camera far enough back and I can't move this chair out of the way until I get some of this stuff all dealt with so that I can stand up and you can see more of what's in the pile and what I'm doing. So that's why I pulled little boxes around and we sat and went through it. So I hope you had fun. It is always a treasure hunt here, that's for sure. And I will see you next Thursday. So have a good night. Have a great weekend. I hope everybody had fun on for the holiday. We had scared cats because we live near a store that sells fireworks. So of course there was all kinds of fireworks. But before that, we had a lovely rainstorm with hail. And this was their first experience with hail hitting the windows, and they were all freaked out. So everybody have a good night, and I hope the weather's good for everybody. Stay safe, stay dry. And for those of us that are in the eastern half of the country, stay warm. I saw Ryan Hall, y'all, channel, and I saw that weather report. It's going to get frigid for a bunch of us. There may be snow in my area by Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. If we get, we're kind of on the line. So if we get it where it's an ice storm and then snow, we won't be having scouts on Wednesday night. I can guarantee that, because nobody wants to go down that steep hill. There's no way to get to where we meet that doesn't require going down and then back up a hill, because we're in a valley. So if it's an ice storm, it ain't happening. So stay safe, everybody, and I will see you next Thursday for another live. All right. The pin is in the way because I have the phone moved a different way. There we go. Oh, 28 degrees in Ohio. I have less than a quarter of a tank of oil. I don't want it to be 28 degrees again, but it will be soon. Stay warm. See you later, guys. Bye.